On the show this week, we're in conversation with Scott Bentley at Torrey Pines.
It's the Torrey Pines trees.
Oh, the trees.
Yeah,
so
the Torrey pines themselves.
Pines are just as much as they are pines.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's a native tree to this area. It grows here on the bluffs, and it's one of the few places in the world that it's actually a native tree.
In news, Kyle Stanley wins the Phoenix Open. Crystal Boljon wins the Australian Ladies Masters. And of course, golfing tips with Jesse Grewal.
We have three basic parts in golf. We have the work of the hands, we have the work of the arms, and we have the work of the body.
Scott, thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
It's our pleasure to be here at Torrey Pines. I think it's probably any golfer's dream come true, isn't it?
It's on many people's bucket list to come play here for sure. The notoriety the golf course gets for hosting all the big events, and people are calling us all day long to get their tee times.
Yes. So obviously your shoulders would have a lot of burden in terms of keeping up with the demands of golfers and the demands of the course. You've been here a year or so?
Yeah, just a little over a year.
So how has the journey been for you being here? It's an honor, I guess, at some level.
Oh yeah, definitely an honor. I mean, you get to come to work here every day and enjoy
Cannot complain.
Right, enjoying the view, and of course we have the tournament, which is a lot of fun, and it's a real treasure here for our residents and the non-residents, the visitors that come. It's just an amazing experience for everybody.
Yeah, you talked about visitors, and while I'm a visitor who's not playing, I'm sure most of the visitors here really eventually want to get onto the course. Right. What is the best way for them to reach out? Because sometimes it does look out of reach.
Well, it can be tough at times, but the best way to get on is to call our 800 number. It's on our website, and you can book a tee time here 8 to 90 days in advance as a visitor.
Yeah.
There is an advance reservation fee.
Okay.
And then when you show up, you pay your green fee and you're out on the course.
Yeah. But, are you particular about it being a 4-ball, or do you help in? Does the course help in sort of getting them to sort of join together?
Well, unfortunately, we can't
pair up people.
We pair everybody up into foursomes.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't try to match people up too much.
Obviously.
We're so busy;
yes,
it's very difficult to do that. But most all of our groups go out as 4 balls.
Okay.
And so they'll be playing with somebody else.
There are a large number of scenic courses across America, but really, what do you think is most special about Torrey Pines?
Just being here on the coast, obviously, with the ocean there. The golf courses have great layouts, but the views, playing on the water and the views of La Jolla and up and down the coast, it's just a great setting for golf.
What made Torrey Pines so famous? More than, let me put it this way: in the pre-Tiger Woods days, why did Torrey Pines become the Torrey Pines?
Well, it started back in the mid-50s. It was opened in 1957. Before that, it was a military base, and it was given to the city to build a golf course. It was designed by William F. Bell, and shortly after opening in the 60s, it became the site for the San Diego Open. Started out as the Andy Williams Open and progressed through the years to the Farmers Open.
Right.
So every year for the last 45 years, we've been holding a tour event here.
Yes.
So there's a lot of notoriety that goes along with that. In around 2000, we redesigned the South Course. Reese Jones came in and added quite a bit of yardage and difficulty to the course, and we were awarded the 2008 U.S. Open, which is when Torrey Pines really got to the main stage.
Moment. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, hosting that event was the best thing for the course.
I noticed it's pretty prominently written out there for anybody who doesn't know that.
Right.
That it is the U.S. Open 2008 course.
Probably the most prestigious event you could hold at your golf course.
Yes.
And
I would imagine that was also a game-changing moment for Tiger Woods. I mean, we can't deny that victory with Tiger and Torrey Pines coming together.
Yeah, with his injury and playing through the pain and the playoff with Rocco.
Yes.
It was quite an event.
Yes, quite an event. Were you here for that?
I live in San Diego. I'm a native, so yeah, I was around and,
very much so.
And watched it. I wasn't working here, but then after that we held the LPGA Tour champion, the Samsung Open in 2009, and we continue holding the Farmers Open every year. So
I was just noticing while you were talking to me, you mentioned that you did redesign it and made it a little more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was noticing that it's probably one of the top 25 most difficult courses in the world. And if one was to go through some surveys, what makes it difficult?
The first thing would be the yardage. That's where the course rating comes in when you look at the rating being difficult. It's almost 7,700 yards from the back tees. Mm-hmm. It's extremely long. Next comes the bunkers, the numerous bunkers around the course, and the green complexes now are well bunkered and elevated up a little bit. So, getting up and down isn't quite as easy as it used to be out here before the redesign. So that's what they've changed.
Golf is a game that's picked up in America, and then now it's sort of moving into Asia in a big way. People are, of course, all the time, they have their bucket list and they hop from one country or continent to the other. Do you get a lot of visitors from outside of America here as well?
Oh, yes, all the time, yeah. I'm in the office where we're taking all the phone calls, and we get calls from all over the world. Canada, Europe, Japan, just about everywhere.
What's your take on the game here, though? Do you think it's beginning to slow down with the crisis over the last 4 years? Has there been sort of a resistance that's visible on the course?
We saw a little bit, some of it here.
Fewer rounds every year?
Yeah, the rounds have gone down just a little, but now we're starting to see the uptick.
Okay.
Actually, I think we're recovering. The rounds are on their way back up slowly, but they're not going down anymore.
Yeah.
So this year we're actually a little ahead of last year, so that's a good thing.
It's probably the only country in the world where golf is not an expensive game, you know what I mean? It's sort of more for the masses, something that India is still grappling with. It's still elitist and so on. What does it take to play a round of golf here?
Well, here at Torrey Pines, the North Course, which is also used for the Farmers Open, it's $100 Monday through Thursday for visitors. Friday through Sunday it's $125, and the South Course is $183 Monday through Thursday and $229 Friday through Sunday. And that's a walking rate, so there is a cart fee if you want to ride, but walking's optional.
And how do you deal with tourists? Because like me, many others would just walk in and look at this place and, well, open mouth, gape and say, hey, I'm here. So, do you have these little putting opportunities for people who just visit just by chance?
Well, there's always the walk-in list.
Yeah,
you can always just walk in here, give your name to the starter, and wait for an opening.
Yeah.
And we probably get 50 to 80 players out every day from the wait list.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we actually hold a few tee times every day just for the wait list to get worked in. So you don't feel like you have to have a tee time to get out. You can just walk in.
Yeah. I heard a story that there are days when people just come and camp here overnight, hoping like hell that the next morning they will be the lucky ones.
We're not quite as busy as the old days, but they used to come out at midnight and camp out in line to get on the waiting list.
Yeah.
Now they usually only come about 4 in the morning to get in line.
Just 4 in the morning.
On the busier days, yeah.
Yeah. But, I noticed that the city here, San Diego, has about, 80 to 100 courses spread around the region?
A lot of golf.
Exactly. That's a big number. So I'm guessing nobody goes disappointed in terms of getting some good views every now and then. But really, the city's obviously done a lot to keep up the courses, and it's a big money puller. Tell us a little bit about the history of golf in the city of San Diego.
Well, the city, we own 3 golf courses. Torrey Pines is obviously the flagship course. We also have Balboa Golf Course, which is an 18-hole golf course and also a 9-hole executive, and they're right downtown. Closest golf course to downtown San Diego, and we've just finished spending close to $5 million there to renovate it. We put an irrigation system in and did some extensive work on the course, and that's really, really nice. And we also have Mission Bay, which is a night-lit golf course down on Mission Bay. It's an executive, great for the family. Family, kids, parents all come out and play golf.
And the night factor is fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. You can never find the ball. It's a treasure hunt in the evening.
It's always an adventure, but it's a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
So the city, they really appreciate the golf. We take good care of our courses, and we're committed to providing excellent experience for our customers.
Okay. We're going to actually take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to actually talk about why Torrey Pines is called Torrey Pines. That's going to be in a few minutes.
I like to watch some of the young guys. Jason Day's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I root for him. I like Roy
The
McIlroy.
Australian chap, right? Yeah.
Roy McIlroy's fun to watch.